Hello, everybody. Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Listen, you guys, if networking has seven namhlanje, I am quitting gossip. Okay, I'm quitting gossip. I'm going to do gospel content. Okay, I'm going to preach to you because obviously it's a sign that we need to stop with the gossip. Okay, if anything goes wrong this time, I'm quitting. Okay, I'm getting born again. I'm doing all the right content. Okay, I'm giving people money. I'm buying clothes and nappies for the kids. Because obviously the gossip, there's something wrong with the gossip because yesterday we just couldn't gossip. Anyway, welcome to my channel, Kamalam Guntano Mlete, and on this channel, Skuruma reality TV shows. I'm a celebrities, Kanyana YouTubers. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like the content on this channel, do not forget to press the subscribe button langezans and the notification bell. That is if you are on YouTube. And if you are on Facebook, do not forget to like and or follow the page. And also on Twitter, you can do the same. I'm also, you guys, on TikTok now, and I am trying to go live, and I can't. I don't even know what's the problem. It says allow TikTok to access your microphone, but where do I do that? Okay, so I guess we will go live next time, you guys. Please check out my TikTok. It's in Tandom Ledger over there. Okay, we're doing things a little bit different. Okay, so obviously we have to do things different on that side, but you can follow me over there. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Obviously, the stories that we are going to do today as the stories that we were supposed to do yesterday in the evening gossip, and obviously we were not able to do it. Okay, so umgosi wanamhlanje awubani umgosi singakawugossip. Okay, it's not cold until we talk about it. After we talk about it, then it gets cold. Okay. Lindelwa Xoyiya, good morning. Wozani phela sizoqala ukugobhoza. Sesikhona, sesifikile. Anna Mohapi, she's a member, Anna. Okay, if you want to know how it's like to be a member on this channel, speak to Anna. Okay, she's been a member for a long time, guys. There is a membership. Okay, now that we talk membership, we need to check if we are making money from this bit, guys. I always forget. Okay, I always remember afterwards because I was sitting here talking for free, but it's not a trans match. You can always monetize the video afterwards, you guys. So let me see, I'll just fix it right now. Zinhle Ndlovu. Hello, Zinhle. Thank you so much for joining me. Anna, I'm waving too. Kukushange present. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. If there's anybody on Facebook, anybody on Twitter, you guys, thank you so much for joining. I saw yesterday, I'm just going to start all over again, okay? But I had spoken about the Amandla Black issue, you guys, because of course something is going on. There was a festival that she was performing at. She showed up not looking so good, okay? She wasn't looking so good. And before this, you guys, there was a video that actually did come out of her not looking very put together. Okay. And that video, I mean, you could take it in different ways. Okay. For me, having seen Amanda many times before, even when she's going for performances, how nice she would look and put together, it was a strange video when it came out, you guys. It was like, but all of us have that day. We have that day where you're like, okay, I was trying to put this outfit together. In my mind, the outfit worked, but when I put it on my body, it just didn't. We all have those days. So that one video, I was like, maybe, sometimes you think you combed your hair proper, but someone else is like, I felt like maybe it's one of those days. But then with this one, you guys, because of course she was wearing this dress with a tights under it that were showing. Listen, you guys, everybody knows that we wear tights under. The reason our stomachs are not flip-flopping when we are walking, the reason why the stomachs are not doing the things is because we wear tights up. Everybody knows that, okay? But we pretend as if people don't know, okay? Because we make sure that the tights are short enough so that people don't see them. But everybody knows. We know that there's something, and even when we are complimenting you, go to you, sure, your stomach is so flat. We know what you've done the things there to make the stomach flat. Yeah, but she just wasn't put together, you guys. I think for me, the thing is, an artist of her caliber, I would think that she has a stylist. She doesn't even have to worry about what am I gonna wear, because maybe she has a stylist. I always imagine that they do. Okay, she has a hairstylist too. She has a makeup artist. Someone chooses several outfits for her and say, okay, Amanda, which one do you want to wear for we watch reality TV shows, but we know what they lie there, but we get the idea which outfits you want to wear. She chooses the outfit, she chooses the shoes, and then the hairstylist comes and says, okay, with your hair, this is what I'm thinking of doing today. How do you feel about it? And she's like, yeah, sure, let's do that. They do that. Makeup artist, how do you want to look? Even if she says, no, today I want to look natural. Okay, let's just touch up a little bit. That's how I imagine it, you guys. So, but this outfit looks like it's just me. Bang for Nelila Batintando, we are performer at the festival. Ngathi ngabamba ingobo yami, ngabamba i-tight yami, ngangabona ukuthi i-tight yami it's longer than the dress, ngagqoka ngahamba. Okay, you guys, listen, I posted this on Twitter, and there were two people, there were two people that posted, commented and said, listen, we were at the festival and she really did look like that. Okay, it's not a camera quality thing. She looked like that. She was bare fit on stage. She didn't look good. Okay, but they do say that the performance was the best performance because, guys, we all know that she is talented. Okay, I also posted it on TikTok. Okay, and then on TikTok, guys, it's amazing how these apps, the feedback that you get is so different. And then on TikTok, they're like, yeah, it's because Amanda refused to sell her soul. That's why all of this is going on. Like, hey, I will never know, you guys. That's why they're saying that maybe she refused to sell her soul. That's why this is going on. This happens with all of the artists when they refuse to sell their soul. And I'm like, really? Okay. Listen, we watch the Confession Hub, so I wouldn't deny and say that nothing like that happens, you guys. But I do also to understand that under just in pillow, guys, sometimes we go through things. She might be going through something, and it's hard to take care of yourself, you guys, when you're going through something. There was a time where I took all of my heels, I'm a Croxy Army, and I put them away. Because sometimes when you're going through things in life, nothing afaka my palms, because healing requires you to have confidence. And sometimes in people shy and you're like, I don't have the energy for heels. It's like my life right now requires palms and flip-flops. Sometimes you're going through something, and if you have a gig to do, you still have to do that gig even though you're not feeling the best. Okay, I wish, or I'm hoping that it's not something serious, like maybe substances, because people are mentioning in the comment section that it looks like she's on something. I hope it's not something like that. I hope that she's just going through something that she will be able to later on work on. Okay, if that thing that people are saying that she's refusing to sell her soul, I'm like, oh, okay, then it's fine. We'll take her like this. Okay, because I'd rather have her like this than for her to sell her soul. So that's what is going on, you guys. My heart was hurting yesterday. I was like, I hope there's a good explanation as to why she's looking like that, you guys. But it's good to know that she's still able to show up for her performance and she's still giving her best. Okay, but we all know, you guys, when you go and watch the show, you not just want to hear the voice, you also want the person to be looking presentable, because of course so I understand why people are having an issue with how she was looking. I hope everything goes well for her. We are here. Jabus Nyongo, good morning. Orjis, good morning. Good morning, Pulani. Good morning. We are here, you guys. Listen, guys, I did put, even though it's not really a gossip story, this one with Zoleka Mandela having passed away, you guys, I felt like it just doesn't make sense for us on this channel to just be going on as if nothing happened. She did pass away, you guys, and the family did issue a statement to confirm that she did pass away. We all know that she was fighting cancer for a long time. It was a shock for me, you guys, because I did not know that she had been admitted in the hospital. The last time that I had seen something from her, it looked like she was fighting. And sometimes, you guys, with things like cancer and stuff, you think that when a person is showing a positive attitude and they are fighting and whatever, you sort of get hope that it's not going to happen. They're not going, even though we know that, cancer takes a lot of people, you guys. So I was shocked. I don't want to lie, because I don't know. It's like for some reason I thought that she was going to be okay, you guys. So she did pass away. May her soul rest in peace. We hope Kuti family are right, and the kids, you guys, the kids. So yes, that is what happened, or that is what was announced yesterday. But she did pass away on Monday. And I believe that she was in the hospital when she passed, you guys. And with her passing, you guys, Euphonic had posted something, something ekhuluma ngokuthi ngathi yena ujabulile ukuthi uNkulunkulu ubhizi uthatha abantu, okay? And initially when people connected this to the passing kaZoleka, I thought that people were going crazy. I was like, there's no way. Euphonic just posted something because he wanted to post something. It has nothing to do with Zoleka. But people started explaining that he actually did dislike her. And the reason that he disliked her is because she supported someone that had claimed that Euphonic had violated that person. So she had actually been the one that was vocal about supporting that one person. So after that, it made sense, you guys. I thought, okay, I mean, Euphonic is like, guys, I know. I mean, even if you hate the person, speak to your family about how happy you are that they are gone. Okay, speak to your family, speak to your friends, and don't write it on Twitter because it just makes you look like a horrible person. Now we are starting to think that, that thing that you were accused of, maybe you did it. Because if you are as horrible as somebody that will write something like that on your Twitter, on the day that the family is announcing that the person has passed, maybe you are that horrible that you did the thing that they're accusing you of, okay? I feel like even if deep down he felt like that, there was not something to put on social media. There was not something to put on social media. And also, you guys, with the comments under his tweet, people are asking, is he talking about Zoleka? And I think that if he wanted to correct it, he could have just quickly corrected it with the first comment and said, no. He didn't even have to explain who he's talking about. He could have just come on and said, no, I'm not talking about her, and that would have been done. The fact that he didn't do that, and he let people conclude that he was talking about Zoleka, knowing what the history is between her and Zoleka, obviously it makes me feel like he wanted people to make that conclusion. I think it was a horrible move on his side, okay? It wasn't really my favorite, okay? But now it's like he really is not my favorite, because how do you do that when somebody has passed, you guys? There are children that have lost their mother. So how do you write that on Twitter about somebody's passing? And Tabi said, you're not late. We've just started now, you guys. So listen, I want to talk about the AKA story, you guys, because of course now and then the police come and say, listen, we found something, we confirmed, we know who the killers are, we know the car, we know the gun. And some of us are like, yeah, but can you just arrest some people, okay, so that maybe someday we can get to a point where the trial begins and then someone is punished, okay? So I don't know sometimes if it's just for them to make us feel like they are doing something, that's why now and then they're making these announcements, or they really are working on this case behind the scenes. It's an indication, because you never know. Maybe it's just the pressure and they're like, you know what, let's just tell them something, and so that we can calm them down and they will feel like we're not ignoring this case. Noni M podcast, good morning, thank you so much for joining us. So let me just read the story, because it was published by Daily Sun, you guys. So let me just okay. So this is what they are saying about AKA's case. Police uncover key clues in AKA's murder case. And they're just taking too long, though. Okay, I guess the point is for them to find out who did it. So maybe it doesn't matter when they do it, but I just feel like they are so slow. Police have reportedly made a breakthrough in the investigation of rapper Kenan Forbes, who was better known as AKA, and his friend Dibs Mutswane. The two were gunned down after hugging each other outside a restaurant in Florida Road in Durban. CCTV footage of the shooting emerged after the deadly incident, and the video two G-men are seen pulling a trigger at a close range. They then ran past a satellite police station and into the parallel streets in Florida Road. Police Minister Bheki Cele said the provincial commissioner gave out information regarding the case last week. He was speaking during the media briefing on Tuesday, the 26th of September, in Atwane. He has said the cars have been found, people have been identified, and even a firearm was used was found. Listen, you guys, I kind of feel like the information here that is new is the cars. Because I think the last time that I did an update on the AKA case, they did say, which was like a few weeks ago, that they had identified the people. They did say that they had identified the firearm. Okay. So now I guess the only new information that they're really giving us here is that they've identified the cars. Okay. So did we really need to be updated like that? Because I just feel like I want something significant. I would have loved for them to come and say, we have arrested the people. He said the police must be given time to continue with the investigations. We would request that police are given space and themselves must resist a push that might end up breaking the case even before they achieve a proper investigation, said the minister. Listen, you guys, if I've taken somebody's life and I know the police are investigating, and then I hear them announcing that they know who did it, and like I'm making plans to like skip the country or something, because they're basically informing me that we are very close to catching you. So why would the person even stay and not run? Okay. So sometimes these announcements, I don't know if they really work to help them with the case. KZN Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi previously confirmed that the cops had already located the firearm and identified suspects involved in the murder. A few weeks ago they said that. Cele said the National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure continues and bolster the efforts in ensuring security cluster grows stronger than before. I want to thank communities who continue to support the network of police through providing valuable information to the SAPS to assist the police investigation, and those who bring forward information that assist the overall intelligence community. Indeed, iphoyisa ngomphakathi, said the minister. Hey, yabona nje uBheki Cele ubefuna ukuzenzela ispeech nje esifana no I am African, They all want to have that speech that we remember them by, because what is the new information here? When I first saw this article, I really thought that they're coming with something big, you guys. Okay. All we know right now that they've given us the new information is that they know the cars. Okay. Where are the cars? Have they confiscated the cars? Where is that guy? What's happening? So I just feel like they want to keep us thinking that they're really doing something. So, but I'm not sure if they're really doing something and they're doing it as fast as we need them to be. But we will let them be, because it's their job. Okay. They know how to do it. We just have questions about how slow or how fast the process is in finding out who did this horrible thing. Okay. Mandisa Maxele, good morning, OGs. Gileti. Hayi kakhulu. We just started now, you guys. So, guys, let me just do this update with the royal house, because of course I did that story where there was an issue with one prince, one king. I have to be clear. People will be coming for you. What do you mean he's a king? He's not the king. This is the one that is the king. And then other people are like, no, it's not the one that is the king. This one is the king. They were supposed to visit the Buthelezi family after the passing of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. And there was an issue with both of them, King Mrs. Zulu and him wanting to visit as kings. And then the Buthelezi family was like, no, but we only have one king. We will only recognize one person as the king. And I think he had cancelled going to visit. Okay. But then they said he changed his mind and he's gone to visit. But guys, listen, can you look at him here? He's wearing a suit. He looks neat, because usually he's looking like ubaba nje wokhamba, wokhamba lotshwala bezulu. I feel like they don't do justice to him a lot of the times. Okay. Here he's dressed very nice. I'm like, yeah, I guess King Misuzulu akekho bengaba naye inkosi. He looked really good, and he looked so much like his father here, you guys. I was like, hi, abamqokisi kahle. That's why. That's why we always feel like he's not make sure, but here he was make sure, guys. There's even videos of him, Kapteles and all of that, guys. He really was looking good. I was like, okay, I see where he's going with him wanting to be a king, even though we already do have a king, you guys. So this is what we're going to just go through how the visit went, you guys. So this is a story by Jabulani Langa from Daily Sun. This is what it says. Prince Smagade changes his mind. Okay, so he changed his mind and went to Wayobona. The Zulu throne contender, Prince Smagade Gazolitini, who has been calling himself the Zulu King, has finally visited the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelez's family to mourn with them. His visit on Monday, 25 September, comes after his the death of the Prince Buthelezi on the 9th of September. Listen, you guys, how nice would it be if King Mrs. Zulu and and Princess Margaret, if they got along, and it was a king and his right hand man was his brother? How nice would that be instead of them fighting? Prince Magade, who also goes by the name of King Zonda Magwala, was supposed to visit the Buthelezi family on Tuesday, the 19th of September after the funeral, but he canceled his visit after Buthelezi clan regent Pia Buthelezi said they would only welcome him as a prince, not as a king. When he arrived on Monday, he received a royal welcome as Prince Buthelezi's son, Prince Zuzifa Buthelezi, saluted him. He even said, "Wena wendlovu." But at the end, Prince Zuzifa said Ndabezitha, not Bayede, as Bayede only refers to the Zulu king. Did you guys know that? Did you even know? You can't just go around saying Bayede, Bayede, Bayede. I mean, I just thought everyone was of course you can say Bayede. Guys, the Bayede is reserved for the for the king, okay? We are learning, we are in class today in the morning. So you can't just be bayedering everyone, okay? Bayede is reserved for the king, okay? The Buthelezi family also slaughtered a cow to cleanse Prince Magad as they did for guys. Like honestly, at the royal house, how much cows do they like? Everybody also born after the passing of a person, a cow is slaughtered. Okay, like how much meat do they eat? I'm sure they have a butchery there by the Kral. They have a butchery there. They even sell the meats because the cows that they're slaughtering. Every time someone comes from a royal house, as of Agasha, you slaughter a cow. Mm? But not only do they have too many cows, they have money, you know. Anyway, so I'm Mhlabela inkomo on the 18th of September, which will tell people to slaughter a cow to cleanse Prince Magat, and as they did for King Mrs. Zulu on the 18th. So King Mrs. Zulu came, Bahlab inkomo, and then Prince Magat came, Bahlab inkomo. Okay, here is guys. Look at how good he looks. He looks like his father here. Okay. In the video taken when Prince Magadi arrived at the Buthelezi home, he was heard saying he's determined to protect the Buthelezi family, while others were saying by Yede to him, we will protect you. We want to protect Prince Makoko's things. Don't be afraid. I won't go into details. I feel emotional when I'm in this house because I normally stayed with Prince Mangosuthu during the night when we were alone. That's why when something happened, I said I will not invite the curse to him. Prince died when he had cleansed his name. I was not expecting him to come to me and say something because I'm his grandchild. Daily Sun contacted Buthelezi clan regent Mpikayi but his phone was off. Prince Magate and Prince Mangosuthu became closer before King Zolitini's funeral in 2021, and some of the Zulu Royal houses were accusing Prince Mangosuthu of pushing Prince Magate to be a king. All changed after Prince Mangosuthu supported the King Mrs. Zulu to ascend the throne, and Princess Magadi took the battle to court. Okay, the case to dethrone Mrs. Zulu brought by Princess Magadi was heard in May and postponed to October after Prince Mangosuthu didn't sign the affidavit to support Mrs. Zulu after they had a rift with him over the Ingonyama Trust Board. New chairman Inkosi Thanduyise Mzimela. The case will be heard in the North Gauteng High Court on the 16th to 18th of October, 2023. Okay. I'm not going to play this video because I did not play it before this, so I'm not sure if there's any music in it. But I think it was just him at the Royal House, you guys. It seems like all went well. I wish that they could just let go of the court case, you guys, and just let things be and find a way to work together to run the Royal House. Because, having a drama, okay? Royal House got in a jam. Anyway, that's what happened with him visiting the Royal House. I'm glad that he ended up going, you guys, to pay his respect, and he didn't let all of the drama to avoid him from going. And ayobona nanokuthi, I mean, inkomo yonke uzohlatshelwa inkomo yonke. Would you miss that? Would you miss that? But I'm sure they eat so much meat there that inkomo nje. It's like ishebo inkomo. Ishebo inkomo. When you buy a chicken. When you buy a braai pack, and then in that braai pack, you cook it 3 times. It's shebo sakwakho leso at your house. You cook the braai pack 3 times. No, but every day. When it's time to cook, they slaughter a cow. Time to cook, breakfast, slaughter a goat. Lunchtime, it's a sheep. Supper, it's a cow. And then you say you are rich here. Okay. Finally, Nami, I catch a live. Agnes, ever since the live started, afterwards. Okay, it's good that you caught it. Okay, we're trying to do mornings, we're trying to do evenings. Okay, we're struggling with evenings right now. Good morning, boss lady. Good morning. Ngishayelani izandla bo, please phela mina ngivuke ngabo 9 to 10 lapha. You are like, you are like 4 o'clock. I have to be up. Anyway, please, hands in the chat section. Okay, she woke up early. Okay. When I didn't know about the Bayede, but now I didn't know. I thought JF causing Bayede. No. You can't say it. And if you say Bayede, it means you are saying, people might attack you. What do you mean? So you mean it's not King Mrs. Zulu, it's King. So you must be careful. Hey, it's a new thing. I only saw it yesterday too, that it's only reserved for the king. Elena's Chronicles. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, family. The breakfast nook. Good morning, Lufatse. A king can't sit without havoc. We actually like it. They're not bewitching and calling cabbies on each other, though I suspect there's that too. I think so. I think there's how do you survive, you guys? What do you eat? How do you trust even the food that is given to you to eat it? And I would think that it's very difficult because especially when you have somebody that is saying, "Let's esami," and I will get it. Okay, how do you make sure that you are not poisoned? How do you go places and you're not scared to and all of that? I just feel like it's too much stress. Okay, I wonder if it has that much money that it's worth all of the stress that you have to go through just for that, you guys. So listen, you guys. Edwin Sodi. I always say it's Edwin Sodu when it's Edwin Sodi. Let's do the Edwin Sodi story, okay? So it's like, you guys, we are a country, but sometimes it's a country, when kids play house, now we play country sometimes. It's not like we're a real country, like siyadlala, because the content doesn't in our country that you like it happens and then it happens again and then happens again and happens again and then nothing is done. But in other countries you're like, this is not acceptable. But in our countries, like, yeah, corruption. Yeah, he's involved in corruption here. Yeah, and then he's involved in another one, and then we move on with our lives. Hey, this one too. Yes, and this one too. But the person is just continuing to live their best life. Okay, that's why I say, as a country, sometimes like we're playing house, it's not a real country. We are still going to do the real thing. This is just practice country. This is practice democratic South Africa. It's not the real South Africa. We are still going to do the real one. Okay, Mandela is still going to come out of prison for real. We're just practicing here. Okay, Mandela is still to come out of prison for real. And he's going to be a president for a number of years. And then we're still going to have him begging for real now. And now he's going to run his full term. And we are still going to reconsider whether we put Msholozi there again. We're going to think about it. Okay, we're going to think about it because now we're doing it for real, and we're going to rethink. Okay, whether we put him there or not. Okay. As for Ramaphosa, I don't know if we will get to Ramaphosa. When we do the real thing, guys, we won't be playing with such. We might let Ramaphosa just deal with the palapala, and be like, we need another president. We are still going to do it for it. This is just practice, practice democratic South Africa, because it can't be real, guys. It cannot be real. It can't. Okay. So let's talk about what's happening with him. Okay. Guys, if there's a slave queen that has not been associated with this one, that one is not a slave queen. Okay, if a slave queen has not been associated with this man, that person is not a slave queen. They must just go and try and find out how to be a slave queen, because this one has been associated with all of the slave queens. Okay. So it says here, SIU circles tycoon Edwin Sodi a day after his lavish birthday party. Okay. Yes, SIU because listen, SIU, someone asked what SIU is. It is special investigating units, because listen, they've been coming out to say they're investigating this person for these funds that they stole or whatever they're investigating this person, but nobody's getting arrested, nobody is getting any consequences. It's like investigation here, investigation here, investigation here, investigation. But busy about investigate. But then what happens after they investigate? Okay. So it's like, it's just more waste of resources sometimes, because if you're not going to punish the people that have been involved in corruption, why are we even investigating? Okay. But SIU now busy, manje, it's busy with him. Okay. The SIU has revealed that it is probing a multi-million rand water project awarded to the businessman Edwin Sodi. The SIU made an announcement a day after the tycoon's lavish 50th birthday party at his multi-million rand mansion in Bryanston, Johannesburg on a Saturday. The SIU has been authorized to investigate the water the wastewater treatment project. The project tender was awarded to Blackhead Consulting owned by Sodi and two other companies. The project cost the Tshwane Metro 295 million. Guys, okay, breathe. I know some of you have never had a million in your bank account. Okay, so to talk about 295 million rand. By the way, that 295 million rand comes from you. You, the one that has 250 rand in the bank. Hey, these millions, they come from you. The one that's left with the 20 rand, and you wish you can withdraw that 20 rand from the bank, but the bank is like, no. They pull you into not giving you your own 20 rand, when that 295 million rand comes from you. That's how life is unfair. Okay. So the project cost 295 million, but was not completed due to other factors, including alleged corruption and mismanagement of it. Guys, how do you know any kind of project? How did you not finish it with 295 million rand? How did you not finish it? Even if you wanted to eat, you could have eaten 5 million rand. You could have even eat 95 million and then 200 million use it in the project. You could have done that, okay? The SIU said President Cyril Ramaphosa has signed a proclamation R138 of 2023 authorizing the Special Investigating Unit to investigate allegations and maladministration and corruption in the affairs of the Tshwane Metropolitan Municipality and to recover any financial losses suffered by the states. Yeah, like they'll be able to do that. Okay, they're playing with us now if they're telling us that they will try and recover this money. The unit has announced that the investigation will seek to recover. Who is calling me? Let me just attend to this, you guys. I move. Okay, the SIU will investigate any unauthorized, irregular, and fruitless and wasteful expenditure incurred by the Tshwane Metropolitan Municipality or the state. The scope of the investigation will cover any unlawful or improper conduct by the officials or employees of the Tshwane Metropolitan Municipality, the applicable suppliers or service providers, or any person or entity. So they threw a celebration of great like, listen, you guys, you are being investigated. They're like, yeah, whatever. Let me throw this birthday party over here, okay, with this money. the very same money it's against a birthday party. So he threw a party, his 50th birthday, which was also attended by his actress girlfriend, Karen Zulu. Hey, Karen Zulu. Media personality babalwa yabona nje lowo nje vele nje, and businessman Matome se fala. The party was held at the Stripe Story Mansion, which was listed for 85 million on Property 24 for sale in 2022. The house was draped in gold decor and black and gold balloons filled the staircase with images that were widely shared by his guests on social media. Sodi is not new to controversy. He is entangled in another high-profile case at the Bloemfontein High Court for a botched asbestos removal contract. Okay, is there any of his contracts that go well? Okay, the refurbishment of the Royal wastewater plant was meant to ensure that parts of Tshwane around Hammanskraal had clean drinking water, but the project was botched, recently leaving at least 15 people dead from cholera outbreak. Listen, you guys, like, into that you can, with, you know, unembeza noma ungakushayanga uyintshontshe imali. Let's say mhlawumbe imali yani nje, I don't know, you guys, maybe you can still imali ekuthiwa maybe it's supposed to be given to students as bursaries. Maybe you can steal that. You know, imali that is supposed to help clean the water, that so that people can have clean water. Guys. On. Morning, family. I'm late, but glad I made it to the live, guys. Namhlanje Valentine Zulu. Welcome, Valentine. We're doing umgosi that we were supposed to do yesterday, and we were not able to because of the network. Okay, these financial policing forums go after us, not exactly. Yeah, awukwelede nje wena 100,000 ubona ukuthi bazokulandela kanjani. Okay, they've been established to ensure the average us don't disturb the corrupt while eating. Exactly, you know. I gave up when he accused the dead partner for all his crime, and a partner who conveniently got killed when his crimes started getting exposed. I missed that, Elena. I need an update, okay? I need an update. That is interesting, you guys. Anyway, that's all the stories that I wanted to do today, you guys, because, of course, yesterday we did not get to do it. So that means that we are a little bit behind with our umgosi. Anyway, you guys, please do not forget to like the stream, and also share it with your friends, with your family. Now before I do that, let me acknowledge everybody in the comment section. Now I forget to do that. Lindela, Oyeya, Anamo Happy Zintlandlovu, was here, Kukushange, Jabusinyongo, Pulane, Rakwane, Tabiseng, Mkwena, Noni M Podcast, Mandisama, Matleke, Agnes Litswala, Old Boss Lady, Agnes Litswana, Elena's Chronicles, Lufatse, Valentine Zulu, and yes, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. And those who did not comment, okay, thank you so much. Please like the video and also share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. You need tanda kakul.